Hey, what's going on, guys? Crash Businessman here. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different than normal. You see, for most of the population today, we remember the birth of a deity whose origin is a little spotty and his historical evidence virtually non-existent. So for atheists and non-theists alike, we often wonder, what should we do today? Well, see, for me as an atheist, I often ponder this question because I don't want to rain down on anyone's parade. I don't want to take the joy out of a holiday that brings families together, nor do I want to demolish the idea of the season of giving. So a few secondary questions I'd like to answer before we come to a good answer to the primary question. So first of all, can an atheist even celebrate Christmas? The answer is, of course. But the acknowledgement isn't going to be anything tied to something religious. See, for most atheists, this is the time of year that we spend with family, and we show that we care a little bit more than other times of the year. Now, that's actually not meant to come off sarcastic, and hopefully it didn't, but I think a fundamental pillar of respectful atheism is the understanding of certain customs. See, the conversations are important to have, however, it's probably not going to be effective if you bust into a church during the middle of a service and start saying, hey, this is all bullshit, nor is it respectful in any kind of way, and I wouldn't condone it. But for most atheists, we have family members deeply rooted in some sort of religion, and statistically, this is the time that most people go to church. Understand that your polite refusal to go to church with your family might yield a result that you don't want. See, a lot of the time, hardcore theists are going to chalk it up to the devil getting inside of you. And see, what I've found to be the most influential is to have a respectful conversation in which you guide the individual into asking questions for themselves. Questions such as, have you ever wondered why the Bible condones slavery? Or have you ever pondered why if God created everything and knows everything, then why would he get pissed off at the results if he knew it was going to happen anyways? Or have you ever wondered why innocent children become afflicted with ailments and prayer seems to have absolutely no measurable effect? I mean, these are good questions, but they're best reserved for a more appropriate time. So another question would be, can an atheist attend church? Sure. Although the misinformed believe that atheism is a religion, it's really not. It is simply the lack of belief in any God. Nothing else. There's no dogmas, doctrines, traditions, prophets, holy anythings, rules, or really anything. You can do whatever you want. There's no guidelines. When you identify yourself as an atheist, you're only saying that you don't believe in God. That's it. It doesn't even address the reason. Now, although most tend to be because of a lack of evidence, that's already beyond the scope. But take a moment and look at it like this. Check out this perspective. My grandma is 95 years old. She's Roman Catholic and has been going to church for like 8 decades. Do you really think that I want to go and say, hey, Grandma, you know the whole Jesus thing's bullshit? Of course not. So is it okay for me to go to church with her? Absolutely. I'll go because I love my grandma and I want to spend time with her. Now, this can cause an uneasiness as you don't want to support something that you don't stand behind or don't believe in. I mean, me included. Especially if you're adamantly against the harm that comes from religion. But at this juncture, it's not about you. It's about showing love and respect for your family. And what's funny is that now I own quite a few atheist shirts, and interestingly enough, this is the time of year that I opt not to wear them because it looks like it's an attack on joy itself. So what should you do today? Rather than coming off as a hateful dickbag trying to ruin Christmas, spend the holiday with your loved ones. Watch Die Hard, Home Alone, and all the other great Christmas movies. Take a moment to appreciate how much you love and care for your family and how fortunate you are that there are many good things in your life. I'm Crash Businessman. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. And until next time, stay productive.